I feel like I haven't slept in a million years and I've only been in this for a couple of days, so I don't know how y'all feel who are actually involved with Black Lives Matter, justice for George Floyd, any of the rest of it. I intend to stick with it as long as I can, probably not die of poverty before having to, seriously go back to work on 5 albums. I looked up the other day and realized I'm doing 5 albums at once, and it felt a little crazy, and I realized I've been stressed for good reason. So, hey, I may be old, but I have albums. So, I'm 31, and somebody called me old, and I'm like all sorts of hurt and crushed about it. Vanity, thou name is. Alright, so this is 1Hour1NewSong. I should probably mention that at some point. I think we're on week 6 now. And I didn't do a live show. I didn't have time this week, but I did write a song on the way to Denver in the last 30 minutes of getting to Denver. And finished it in about another 15 minutes. It's summer, but it's cold because it's mountains. Finished it in about another 15 minutes with Casey, my boyfriend, and our friends. And the little bit of the backstory behind it, because I got some of the making of on tape, is I had been working on, I wanted a ballad of a Bob Dylan style, a ballad of Haiti Carroll. This happened type thing set to music. And so I borrowed a trick from writing protest songs, which is to just take the melody of a protest song that nobody's using anymore. So one of my favorite protest songs that is really specific and thus not really relevant anymore is Done with Bonaparte, which is a beautiful Irish ballad. So originally I wrote this song lyric by lyric to the tune of Done with Bonaparte. And at some point I started to feel like I would like this to be more useful in a crowd situation to, have that one loud thing that everybody can repeat that reaffirms to themselves and then express it to everybody else why they're here, otherwise known as a chorus. And here's where I feel kind of super weird, and by the time this releases, I will have written this super apologetic, like, dude, I didn't mean to borrow a line. I don't know if that's what I did. I realized that the first line of the chorus, which is designed to be chanting, so that's why it's like, is it 100th Monkey, or did I forget that I had listened to an awesome, awesome song called Take a Knee by a local artist named Silent Bear, which you all need to go check out right away. So I would been thinking of DPD Take a Knee is a hashtag that was trending when police were firing on civilians before things de-escalated. So I was thinking of that. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere in my subconscious that Silent Bear had written an excellent song around Colin Kaepernick. And so I just worked out something according to a very chant rhythm. I feel really, really goofy about it. I don't think that it's legally infringing, but it's like, oh no, I wrote a chant that's very similar to your chant about a similar situation, and I'm still embarrassed. Shaky cam. And that's, the chorus evolved to something that I wanted to have repeated would be, take a knee, breathe with me, this is not our democracy. Take a knee, grieve with me, this is not our democracy. So from there, I've caught you up to where we landed on a porch in Denver on Monday night. I'm all kinds of groggly, please excuse me. And Casey, very, very, very wounded, with a fresh shot to the toe with a freaking grenade launcher, was noodling around a guitar because that's what Casey always does, and that's how Casey feels better, and it's part of why Casey and I are really good together. And I, just listening, and I kind of decided to throw Done with Bonaparte out the window, literally forgot however I phrased the song to Done with Bonaparte and rearranged it to what Casey was doing on guitar. And my wonderful friend Laura was sitting there, and she delightfully chose that moment to out herself that she can sing. And we had to take a moment and decide, are we just going straight through with one chord, one type of lick, or are we going to do a B part? So that's where the clip is clippy, and other than that, here is the birth of the Ballad of George Floyd. I love my work. I love singing. I love thinking about songwriting. I love writing songs. there's this really funny thing with writing songs is when it comes to some of my better ones that people seem to relate to, I wish I hadn't written it. I don't wish to have had the experience that lets me write the song, which is this product of trauma. So I really wish I didn't write this song. Black Lives Matter, damn it.
That shit just happened.
That shit just happened. Alright. You had a riff, and it was a good riff. I don't mean to interrupt you smoking.
No. Dedicate this song to all the police officers out there who shoot people with grenade launchers in their feet.
Yeah, this goes out to you.
As fuck downtown right now.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
Go ahead.
This is important. This is more important information, y'all.
We can edit this later.
This can all be edited or not.
Live streams are showing it's still peaceful. The Denver police chief made a statement that their orders are to not engage the crowd unless it becomes violent.
Yay!
And so people are having vigils, they're singing, they're playing music.
That's awesome. Yes. Good news.
So, yeah, I'll drink to that.
Let's drink to that.
Beer for you?
Yes.
I'll drink some water to that. I'm dehydrated.
Hello, I'm Lauren.
Forrest.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
This is a social distance hello.
I mean,
Social distance, hello.
We're
all in the soup
We're
now.
all in quarantine.
We're all in quarantine now.
You're fine to be here for a couple weeks. You need to, especially because it's.
We were gonna do a thing.
Do you want to do this thing?
Let's do this thing.
Yeah, do that thing.
All right.
Come lay your body on the line. There'll never be a clear time. Come lie in the streets like George Floyd died. Find your company there who cry. Be with us, breathe with us. There's take a run at that again. We're working it as you go. Here's the chorus. We got a chorus, but I'm gonna try to do it over
You
your
want
chord
to
track.
work out a B part really quick?
No, I want to keep going because it's a flow. Otherwise, we have to do the whole fucking thing again just to get an actual record of it.
Cool, man. I'm just gonna keep doing. I'm just gonna keep doing what I was
All right,
doing.
all right. So we were off the track.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm low-key waiting for a time where I can jump in. I'm like,
She's
it's like
so pro that it's hard to follow her sometimes.
It's so okay.
sick.
I'm just gonna keep it running. Let's work out a B part.
Yeah, what is it, dude?
I wanted something that fell more into the double to keep the energy going, and probably jump to the 5 because of course it would. Yeah. Be with us, breathe with us. This. Oh no, hold on. I had a record of it. Hold on. Okay, I might have to capo tutti. Sweet.
Sorry guys, we got an
Oh,
hour.
we gotta work out the dog. Just gonna riff. You played a whole vampire banquet. I think you can keep up a riff through a ball game. Yeah.
I already had one for a minute while we traveled to
I'm focused.
They're so cute.
I miss my fucking cello.
Like, I use cute no, but I think basically it is more what I want with my guitar.
I gave my guitar away.
lie in the street like George Floyd died. There you find somebody who cry. Oh, taking deep, breathing deep. This is not our democracy. Oh, taking deep, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. George Floyd couldn't breathe with his neck held so the cop remained for 3 minutes more. After Floyd couldn't say, couldn't breathe. What makes him different from me? So take a deep, stand with me. This is not our democracy. Oh, take a knee, stand with me. This is not our democracy. Let her rip for a second. Let her rip for a second.
Getting a little shy.
Look at it. It's a new song, baby song. It took a week for them to decide. Cause of death was homicide. Now cops out on their own recognizance. We've lost our faint innocence. So take a deep, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Oh, take a deep, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. One time, Casey. You might say the risks too high. The fever spike as tear gas flies. Put down your chemical weaponry. Put down your gun and sing with me. Oh, take a knee, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Oh, take a knee, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. Stand with us if you would know. Why by thousands we come to show. We're done with American bigotry. I love my country, so I sing. Hey, take a knee, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Oh, take a knee, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. Oh, take a knee, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Oh, take a knee, grieve with me. This is not our democracy, honey. Talk to me, Casey. Woo! I got you. Denver, Denver, this through. Milwaukee to LA, peacefully resist, we find a way. We say take a knee, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Or take a knee, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. Or take a knee, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Or take a knee, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. Peacefully we will resist. Peacefully we will persist. Yeah. Peacefully we stand our ground. So please, oh please don't shoot us down. Oh, take a knee, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Everyone take a knee, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. Last time, take a knee, breathe with me. This is not our democracy. Oh, take a knee, grieve with me. This is not our democracy. That's what's up.